NFL training camp has officially started, and that means that football is right around the corner. I know it's a little early to start predicting how many picks Dak Prescott will throw this year, when Andrew Luck will break every single bone in his body, and when the Browns will get their first win. But I'm going to do it anyways. The AFC North has basically been a property of the Steelers for the past 4 or 5 years. And for the third straight year, they will win the division, this time at 10-6. The Ravens will finish one game behind the Steelers in the AFC North at 9-7. This will put them at 6th in the conference and the final playoff spot. Maybe if they had a 2012 Joe Flacco, they might be able to actually beat the Steelers. The Bengals will place 3rd in the division, finishing at 6-10. And the Lonely Browns will finish at 1-14-1. It sure will be a hard knock season. The NFC North has 3 great teams, the Packers, the Lions, and the Vikings. But then it has the Bears. Green Bay will win the division at 12-4. Both the Vikings and Lions will finish at 10-6, but because of a score differential, the Vikings will take 2nd place. And if I had to pick one play to describe the Bears season, it would probably be this. The AFC South has basically been the joke of the NFL ever since Andrew Luck went down. But not this year. The Jaguars will win the division at 14-2, giving them a first-round bye and tied for the best record in the NFL. The Texans will finish 2nd at 12-4. They will make the wild card as the 5 seed. The Titans will place 3rd in the division at 7-9. A fairly disappointing season after making the divisional playoff the year before. And another last place finish for the Colts at 4-12. The NFC South is very similar to the NFC North. It has 3 good teams and one really bad team. But the Saints will win the division at 12-4. The Panthers will place 2nd at 11-5 and clinch a playoff spot. The Falcons will place 3rd at 10-6, and the Buccaneers will finish at 3-12-1. And yes, that one tie was with the Browns. I don't know if I have to go over the AFC East, but I will anyways. So Patriots 12-4, Jets 6-10, Bills 5-11, Dolphins 4-12. The NFC East is actually quite interesting, but not really. I mean, you have the defending Super Bowl champs in the Philadelphia Eagles, and then you have the Redskins. Really, the Eagles are going to own this division and will finish at 14-2 and 1st in the conference. The Redskins will finish 2nd at 7-9, the Giants 3rd at 6-10, and the Cowboys last at 3-13. The AFC West has no competition for the Chiefs. They will win the division at 11-5 easily. The Chargers will place 2nd at 7-9, the Raiders 3rd at 5-11, and the Broncos 4th at 4-12. The NFC West really only needs 3 teams: the Niners, the Seahawks, and the Rams. The Cardinals had one good year and then went back to their basic state of being irrelevant. The 49ers will win the division at 13-3, with the Seahawks in a close 2nd at 12-4. They will be the 5th seed wild card. The Rams will barely miss the playoffs at 10-6, and the Cardinals will finish at 1-15. A disappointing last season for Larry Fitzgerald. The wild card round includes the Texans playing the Steelers, the Chiefs playing the Ravens, the Seahawks playing the Packers, and the Panthers playing the Saints, with the Eagles, 49ers, Jaguars, and Patriots having first-round byes. The Texans will beat the Steelers, the Chiefs will beat the Ravens, the Packers will beat the Seahawks, and the Saints will beat the Panthers. Then, in the divisional round, the Jaguars will beat the Texans, the Chiefs will beat the Patriots, the 49ers will beat the Packers, and the Eagles will beat the Saints. In the conference championship games, the Jaguars will beat the Chiefs, and the Eagles will beat the 49ers. In the Super Bowl, the Eagles will beat the Chiefs 21-17, hoisting their 2nd straight Lombardi trophy.